There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 13. Switch it. Come on, switch it. One.
Now Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Check 26. Switch.
On second down, Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Minnesota.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, orbit. Check. All day. Both to Mike. Mike's both.
Play fake. Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check. Hot route. Hot. On your team. Right now. You got 58. Hey, switch gears. Kill. Yeah, Liz. Check nickel. Zoom. 36. Hey, black.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Show it. Hey, take 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You must be getting tired. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Yeah. Come, baby. Woo! 630. 54 is
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, exit. One.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
You got it.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with?
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Haywood.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Delta.
Right there. 54.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3 yards. First down, Vikings.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, you got
Hey, Charlie. Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
To Adam Thielen. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
For the high.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook.
Check. Break down.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Good route kick. Gun.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got Smith here.
I felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's put that team on the punch.
Gun.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Yo.
57.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Blue 58! Hey, eat. Let's get the ball. Come on, take it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Adams. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun.
To throw is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Cousins to throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
58, 54. I'm coming. All right. Check 99.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Check 37. Check 37.
Back north.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Minnesota.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want Fofo. 300. Mike Fofo.
Gun.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go, baby.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
We got this.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, you block over here.
Hey, zoom.
55.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards. And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We got it. Mike, sit.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
now Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Watch the edge.
No, over here. Inside.
Safety's creeping.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
No. Sally. Don't left Sally. We don't go. Look at it.
They'll go again to Jones.
Kill.
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming. Liz. Here we go. 58. Hey, flag. Back north. Check 24.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watch the twist. Slam. Right there. Hey, check 20.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
36. Check 31. Yellow.
Hey, seam 6. Gun.
From the 22, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one 4th quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Undercrunch. Check out read. Slam. Check.
Quaker Omaha.
Again, it's Cook. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
3, 2. Bravo. Hey, Ringo, 48. Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming. We got double up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Hey, wahoo! 2.
A first down throw for Cousins. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Packers 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check 50. 26. Check 3. Shift. Check 9. Wide left. Get wide. Out. Okay, over here.
They'll run it with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Get 300. 5. 54 Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 28. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Jones, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
319.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, check 26. Hey, high 7.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 30. Hey, orbit. Inside.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
19 yards. That's good for Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Back.
Check 50. Right.
Twist. You go tight. You got it.
They go back to the ground with Jones. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
At the 13-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Box it.
Exit. Hey, check back.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Packers have retaken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Cousins. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 46-yard line.
Check 52. Check 52 to mine.
Gun. Go ahead.
He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Gun. Wide.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to win this football game. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check. We are going. Check.
Right now. You got 58.
Here's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So it's all over.